Hey, what's up, y'all? Quick little video here. People on my channel are asking how to do it. I've done it. A few other people have done it. People have written directions on how to do it. Figured I'd just make a quick little video. This is very simple. This is simply how to get a different flash screen on your wheel. So, for example, what I'm going to show you guys is when I unplug and plug my wheel back in, you'll see when it powers up, it has this flash screen on it. This simply is the Velocitas Imperium logo on the brand new RSR wheel that we'll have a review out here soon. Awesome wheel, if I say so myself. But I do this to every wheel that I have, my Picorni, my Velocitas, any wheel that I have where I can change the background if they don't have a default. Sometimes Picorni will have theirs on there, and Velocitas, we're going to push them to make sure they put theirs on the splash screen. It's a very simple process, but it does involve you going back and forth with Vocore to get it set up. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to take a logo that you have that you want to use as the flash screen, and you need to send it to them in a .bmp file type. You can easily convert that in many different types of programs, or you can do it online. And it's very simple to do. But what you're going to do is you're going to take any logo that you have that you want to create. And for myself, I took my actual Grace Dynamics logo. I took that logo and I created a .bmp file. Now you'll have to format it to fit the type of screen that you want. So depending on the type of screen that you have, you'll reach out to Vocore. And again, if you have a 5-inch screen, 4.3, 4-inch screen, if you have their new wide screens, whatever the case may be, you'll just go on to the Vocore website and it'll tell you the file format. And then I would recommend using something like Photoshop to be able to edit the file. So that part, I'm not going to explain that process because that's pretty lengthy. But once you get that format of the file that you have, then you simply send it to Vocore. And you're going to tell them that, hey, can you make me take this image. I want to create a background image and a firmware to use for my 5-inch Vocore. And that's what I've done. And it's very simple. What they end up sending you back is a folder with those files. So you'll see here I have 5-inch with my logo and 499 and a few others here. We're going to look at the Vocore one that I have here. I'm going to go to logo, and then in mine I have all of them for every different size screen. I'm going to go to 5-inch, and what they're going to do is they're going to give you two files. They're going to give you a bottom bin file and a top bin file. And what that simply means is the orientation of the screen while it's on your wheel or your DDU or some other device, right? So you're going to have to figure out how yours is oriented. And many times you're going to load it, see that it's wrong, and just simply reload the other one that makes sure it fits the layout. Now again, mine is a little pixelated because I made mine a little bit bigger than the actual file. So it's a little pixelated along the edges. You can see it's not as sharp and crisp. But again, I really don't care. This is my boot up screen, and I wanted to make sure I represented Velocitas Imperium. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the Vocore website, and we're going to get it pulled up here. And let's see. All right. And once you get to Vocore, we're going to look at the screen you want and say 5-inch screen. And again, it's really simple. Like, you're going to see a bunch of different files that they have here, tutorials on how to install and demo videos and things like that. You're going to scroll down to where it says sources, and you're going to get the driver firmware. You're going to go ahead and download it. When you click on download, you'll get an entire folder full of items that you'll have to be able to use to set this up. Again, it's not as hard as one would think, but again, it does require you to extract it, open it, and I'm just going to open it, and you'll see there's a litany of different things here. I already have this folder, but you're going to need this folder to make sure you have access to it. So again, it is this link here, and you're going to click on it and download it, and they have a tutorial explaining all the things they have in that folder. And you can use it for a litany of different things. Like, you can use your Vocore as another monitor, which is pretty cool as well. But again, we're not going to go through that today. So again, these are the files that I had them convert my photos or my logos to be able to use for this different screen. So I'm going to go back, and again, this is the folder that you're going to download. This V2S CRCTL release, and you're going to double click on there. Once you double click, and again, you have a bunch of different things here, you're going to go ahead and click on the V2 again. And at the bottom, you're going to see this little file here that is the exact application or executable file. And what you're going to do is you're going to double click. Once you double click it, give it a few seconds, it's going to load up. I'm going to drag it over on my screen, and as you can see, the Vocore now has changed to a white screen. And you can see if I tap it, you can see it's sensing my taps. Now again, for some wheels, you might have to you have to do this before you connect it to the PCB for the wheel. I've noticed with most wheels, it works. I mean, again, this is already assembled on the Vocore, but many times you may have additional screens as well. Turn them off so you make sure you're flashing the right device. So now that we've validated it's the right one just by touching on the screen and making sure it's the right one, what we're simply going to do is I'm going to hit clean because I don't want the green dots. Now we can change the color of the screen here. Doesn't really do anything. This is just to test things. I don't have LEDs on here, so I'm not worried about it. But we're going to click clean and then hit upgrade. You don't have to clean it if you didn't do anything, but I always do it just because that's who I am. It's going to say, please move the path that does not contain any spaces or special characters, or upgrade might fail. We're going to say okay. It's going to ask you two things. One, you can continue upgrade by clicking on yes. However, if you want to manually choose the firmware, and that's where your file is going to rest with your background, you're going to have to click on no. So we're going to say no, and it's going to say, okay, you're trying to upgrade a screen firmware. Do not use the wrong one, because if you do, you can break the screen. I haven't had that experience, but somebody may have, so I always say be careful. I'm going to go to my folder where I saved that image that I got back from Vocore, and we're going to go to the 5-inch one because I have the M Pro, and I'm going to select one, and I'm going to select top, hit open. It's going to pop up with a window that simply is going to say upgrade firmware using this. Going to say yes. It's going to take a little bit of time to load. We'll give it a second. It'll again then pop up with another one that says upgrade done. Click OK to reboot screen. And then it's going to load this big one here because this is the one that I'm playing around with at the moment. So if it was the other way around, then I could click upgrade, do the exact same steps, hit OK, and then swap it around. And again, this is on the 5-inch screen. I do have, plenty of different logos. I have my logo as well. And let me see, where is it? Like I said, it's a very simple process. It's not complicated. It's not hard. But I know a lot of people have wanted to do it. Yeah, and there's my logo. And again, what ends up happening is this is now the default logo. So if I was to close out Vocore, disconnect my wheel, and plug it back in, now that will sit if I just power up my wheel and I don't run any SimHub Dash behind it. So yeah, so pretty simple, pretty cool. I think it's something most people would like to do. And again, if you think we need to make an entire video on how to do everything from scratch, I can do that, but I'll tell you this. I'm not the best at it, but I can show you how. So thanks for tuning in. If you like this and any type of content, I appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and follow me on all of the socials. Thanks, members, for continuing to grow and show me gratitude by supporting me through financial support. I don't know why you do it. It's still crazy to this day, but I thank you ahead of time. So I see we've got new members that have joined. Thank each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.